Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you the results of my another dumb little challenge. 7 days, 7 one-shots in different genres and settings. Alright, let's get started.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
So, the first day, Monday, I decided to start the week with something simple and daily. A slice of life story inspired by titles like Way of the House Husband and Hirayasumi. No boring school stuff, only the harsh reality of adult life. This time I didn't bother much with character designs, since I knew it wasn't really necessary for a challenge like this. On top of that, I barely used any references, mostly because I was too tired and kept spacing out. As you've probably noticed, the video turned out pretty long, and since I'm not exactly the most talkative guy, expect plenty of awkward silence. And yeah, this time all the storyboards were made in a regular notes app because I completely forgot I was planning to film and left everything I needed home. But to my surprise, drawing in this app was actually pretty okay. Over these past 6 months, I haven't really noticed much improvement in my drawings. But to be fair, I only draw when I'm recording something for the channel. Forcing myself to study books and guides after a boring work shift is insanely hard. So running this YouTube channel is basically the only thing that keeps me practicing now. Which means the videos will come out more often, but they also will be much simpler. So here's the results of first day, and honestly I don't know what to say because I think it's pretty boring. But I don't have time to complain. Let's move on to the next day. By the second day, I already realized I'd made a mistake starting this challenge. But there was no turning back, so I kept going. I was torn between making something like a cowboy story or something set in ancient Rome, a genre similar to Golden Kamuy, lots of dark humor and mainly violence. But in the end, I gave up and ended up with this. And yes, the first draft actually included a story about two guys isekai from the medieval era, but it felt way too dragged out, so that's how it went. The results are once again way too rough, and yeah, the armor doesn't look so. Move on to the next day. Love, drama, romance manga. Yeah, this is a genre that's the farthest from me. The only romance manga I ever read are Your Lie in April and Monthly Girls, Zaki-kun. But even then, a guy like me, a loner in his 20s, probably couldn't pull off anything decent in this genre. So, a bit about the plot, if you can even call it that. The main character, a girl, wants to cook at home, her blender breaks, she goes to the supermarket, helps the cashier, and then boom, love. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Because I honestly have no idea. What's the. Ah, that's a bag of chips. Yeah, a bag of chips. Just a bad angle. Sorry. So, the results. What to say? Let's just wish some happiness and, of course, love. I will be honest with you guys, horror and manga just don't mix good. Yeah, Junji Ito is a master of body horror, but it's hard to scare someone with static images. So I just drew a story from a real life and tweaked it a bit. It turned out kinda meh, but only because horror and manga are simply incompatible. Does anyone else get annoyed when the kids you draw end up looking like a dull dwarfs? Piss me off. Just in case if someone's interested, I start my work shift at 8. Yeah, fuck sleep. The result is terrifying, but not in the way I actually wanted. So, we'll just move on. By the time I was getting closer to the end of the week, I was starting to look like a character from a Junji Ito's manga. So, superheroes, what could be easier than that genre? Superhero stories ended properly in manga. The only standout for me is One Punch Man, still waiting for the season 2 remake. What? My Hero Academia? Well, yeah, the art is amazing, out of this world, but the plot, eh. What can I say about the result? Even user one couldn't help you. Saturday. What could be better than another work shift on a weekend? My character feels the same way, even as powerful mage in fantasy world, he's still forced to work. Poor guys can catch a break, even in their own fantasies, they still need to earn money. Dungeon Mesh and Free Ren. Just two pillars protecting us from a ton of isekais. So I started late this time and almost a week without sleep finally hit me. I only managed to finish the sketch part, the rest got pushed to the last day. Last day, as always I saved the sweetest part for the end, which meant I had to draw two big pieces at once. Cool. All I can say is that it's very relatable. The final one was inspired by modern shonen and seinen works like Chainsaw Man, Fool's Night, and of course Fable, my favorite one. So as usual I will leave you at this part, just to let you enjoy the drawing process, but this time with dope beat straight from YouTube library. Yeah, leaving 20 pages for the last day wasn't the best idea, but what's done is done. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the result. Not because it looks good, but because it shows me that I have a lot to learn.
It's only smells.
Okay, my final thoughts is trash. Thanks for watching.